boys and girls. I'm Mrs. Anderson. I am so excited to meet you. I cannot wait. We don't start school for about another week or so, but I get to meet each one of you one-on-one. You're going to be coming to see me, and that gives us a chance to become friends. And I'm going to ask you some questions about letters and numbers. Those are my favorite things to talk about. So we'll talk about that. You get to come to my classroom before we start on our big day, but Mom and Dad don't get to come into our classroom. Mom and Dad will have to stay. I'm going to give them some work to do because if you're working with me, I think they should be working. And so Mom and Dad will be filling out some paperwork near the office or at home, and then they'll come and get you. So they won't get to see our classroom. So I wanted to make sure that everybody got a chance to see our classroom and you know what to expect, because sometimes it can be a little scary if you're going a place that you've never been before. And so I just wanted to share that. You get a sneak peek of our classroom, and maybe there's some things in here that you'll like and be looking forward to. So let me show you around. So just behind me, there we go, is the front of our classroom, okay? And I'm gonna just push this down just a little bit. There we go. So what you're looking at here is our front board. This is where we're gonna do a lot of work. Over on this side is our focus wall. So this is where we're gonna talk about things that we're learning every day, like our letters, our sounds. Those things will help us to become good readers. So we're gonna really practice our letters and our sounds. And also then the next part is our numbers. And that's just as important as your letters. So some of you can already count and know your numbers, and that's great. So we're gonna work on those skills and do more with numbers. You can always do more, okay? What you'll notice here is that instead of having tables in kindergarten, maybe you had a brother or a sister in kindergarten and they sat at tables. We're super lucky because in our class this year, we get desks. And that's a big kid thing. That's a super big kid thing. So that means that you have your own space. You're not going to be interfering with anybody around you. You can just spread out your work and it'll be just fine. It's your own spot. I think that's important sometimes when we're doing really important work, to have our own space. So you will have your own space. Now let me show you a little bit more of the classroom. And so you might see in the camera, you can see these yellow stars that come all the way down. And actually, boys and girls, they go around our room. They kind of like snake through the desks. And what this is for is so that when we line up, we're lining up on our own star, on our own number. So that would be very important. So when we talk about how numbers are important, having your own number and recognizing your own number is important, okay? All right, let's look at the rest of the room. If we go around over here and we look at that wall, you can see my desk. My desk is a little bit bigger than yours and usually a little bit messier, and that's okay. That's how it works. And over here where you'll see we have a place where we can wash our hands and also a drinking fountain. But I need to tell you something, and moms and dads, I need you to hear this. Until further notice, we are not allowed to be drinking water at the water fountain. And that's just a safety precaution for everybody. So what you'll be able to do is to send a water bottle or a drink with your child each day, because it is so hot and they need that, especially when they come in from recess. So I really encourage that everybody have some water in their own fancy bottle or just a plain water bottle, whatever it is, so long as you have something. And then you'll bring that every day and you'll take it home every day, okay? All right, let's spin around. We're gonna look at the back of the classroom. And so I'll put you back down here. And so what do you notice? We've got some numbers back here. Again, I'm all about the numbers, so we're gonna know them really, really good, okay? And we've got lots of things around the room to help us with our letters and our numbers. This wooden area back here that you see, that's where we would normally hang our backpacks. And let me tell you about our backpacks. It's important that you have a backpack every single day. And when you come in, you're not going to be putting it where on the hooks in the back of the room. That's where we would normally put it. But this year is going to stand out. It's going to be different. So when you come in the morning, you're going to put your backpack on the back of your chair, which is actually a really good idea because then you can just turn around and put everything in your backpack to go home. Okay? So let's show you one more part of our room. And let's see why this is important. I'm just gonna adjust the camera just a little bit. Okay? So over here where you see these boards, this is where you're gonna come in and you're gonna find your name on here. Now we've got purple and yellow. Yellow is for those of you that are coming in the morning, and I tend to think of the sun rising and that being yellow. And then the purple is for those students that are coming in the afternoon. And it just makes me think about a beautiful sunset and how the sun can turn the sky, beautiful shades, and you can see purples and pinks and oranges. So that's why purple is our color for the afternoon. But you'll see your name up there and you're gonna move it so I know you're here and we can see who's here and who's not here. That's how we do what we call our attendance, okay? And the big wall up here, we're gonna fill this with words we know. We have got lots to do this year. One of the most exciting things, like learning our letters and our numbers, is also knowing, we're gonna learn like 50 sight words. That's really exciting because knowing those words, just knowing them, helps you to read. So if you don't know how to read, perfect. You're exactly where you need to be because that's what we do here. We're gonna learn how to read, okay? So I think that's about it. And then we have our door. That's our door area right there. And I'm still getting things together for us, but I really just wanted to take some time to show mom and dad and uncles and aunts and friends and grandparents and your pets what your classroom looks like. It's super special because you'll get to come in and see it before everybody comes to school, but this way mom and dad can see it and maybe they can ask you which part of the room or what did you like best in the room. If you notice, right now, I'm not wearing a mask. And I can do that because there's nobody else in my classroom and my door is closed and there's nobody around. So that's a safe place for me to take off my mask. When I see you and when you see me, I'm going to be wearing my mask, okay? And you will be wearing a mask. We all need to be wearing a mask. So it's super important that you have a mask when you come to school and that we'll be wearing them. Now you won't have to wear them when you go to recess, but you do have to wear them when we're in the classroom. And I'm going to be using a microphone so that my voice is a little bit easier to hear. And we're probably going to be using a microphone a lot, just even in the classroom, because it's hard sometimes to hear with our mask on. And it takes some getting used to. So if you could practice wearing your mask throughout the day while you're at home right now, that'll help a lot when you come to school. And it's just something that we're going to have to do right now. And hopefully by the end of kindergarten, we can take our masks off. So we're gonna talk about all of that in the first couple days about why we're wearing masks, why do we see teachers wearing masks, and how important it is while we're at school to be wearing those masks. And so we have a lot to accomplish this year. I'm so excited to be coming back to school. I'm so excited that you guys are coming to school. If you weren't coming to school, I wouldn't be able to be here. So I'm so grateful. I hope you guys had a fantastic summer and that you're ready to come back no matter how hot it is outside. So thank you so much. I'm excited to see you. This year is going to be amazing, absolutely amazing. So until then, take care.